coach the women's basketball team, Jerry Porter. First of all, I mean, can't talk enough about this winning streak that you're on. I know we talked last week, and you said you don't really think about stuff like this, but you know it's starting to get bigger and bigger. Is it something you're starting to think about more and more?
Only in relation to what's next, right? Like, I mean, obviously you want to keep winning. So if you keep winning, how many does 10 turn into? It turns into something else. So, but I don't think we're thinking about it in terms of volume. I think we're just thinking about it because it means that we want to get the next one, and it becomes that much more important to us. So, so we're excited. Like we're just pleased that we're doing well right now. That we're finding ways to win games, and obviously we want to keep it going as long as we can.
Absolutely. Not only do you and your squad have a winning streak going on, but Belmont Abbey too, at the top of the conference right now. You guys had an experience with each other earlier in the season. How excited are you for that next matchup later on in the season?
Wow. Obviously we got to do our job in between. I think we got a couple games before we see them next weekend, but I think it should be a good game. I think it should be a good contest. They are the one conference team that we've allowed up to this point to come in and steal one on our floor, and obviously we want to avenge that if at all possible. But they're playing really good basketball. Their new coach has come in and done a phenomenal job with the roster that she inherited, and they run really good offense. We've got to be better in a lot of areas. Now we believe we are. We had the disadvantage of seeing them really early in the season while we were still trying to shore some things up. But they were new as well at that point. So I think both teams have probably gotten a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable with who they are at this point. And we'll have to go on the road. It's going to be a tall task, no doubt. But obviously it becomes a pretty big game at this point in the season.
Yes, ma'am. Lees-McRae coming back here, you went to their place earlier in the season. Any conference opponent that comes here, they know that they're going to play hard because they know Francis Marion's going to give them everything. So what are you expecting from Lees-McRae early on here?
Well, in watching them over the last couple of games, they're playing a little bit more zone than they had played when we saw them the first time. So we've had a couple opportunities. It's kind of cool. Most people don't know. We've had so many games in succession, so many 3-game weeks. We've had very little prep days. We've literally almost been prepping or playing off of 1 day of practice to get ready for each upcoming opponent. This game we've had 2 days, and it seems like a little thing, but we've actually had some time to really actually focus on some things we want to be better at. And so we're expecting to see some zone from them. We've worked a little bit on our zone offense. We've got to do a little bit better job. We feel like we can stretch the floor a little bit with our defense, and so we've worked a little bit on our full court defenses and wanting to be a little bit more efficient with that. So just having a little bit more time to get ready for an opponent makes a world of difference, and just having that one extra day, which I think we're going to have for pretty much the rest of the season, makes a difference for us just in terms of a program and a team that likes to be prepared and likes to make sure that we're ready for whoever's next, but also wants to be sure that we're doing things as well as we can too. So hopefully we'll see that today when we step onto the court against Lees-McRae.
Yes, ma'am. You mentioned that you and your squad like to be prepared. You like to have those days in between, but like you've mentioned, over the past few games, you haven't had that time. So would you say that would you say that they thrive in situations where there is less time to prepare, or would you rather have the 2 days like you have now?
These kids have done a phenomenal job with the time that they've had, right? And so the way we talk about it, even in practice this week, is that when you have 1 day, you are basically using that 1 day to prepare for your opponent. When you have 2 days or more, you actually have time to get better. And so what we challenged ourselves with this week going into this game today is that we've had an opportunity to figure out how we can be better, as opposed to just stepping on the floor, prepping for Pembroke, prepping for Mount Olive, whoever that next opponent was. The 1 day of practice is usually that's the focus. When you've got a couple days, then you can actually focus on yourselves a little bit. And there are things that, even in wins, that we feel like we can be doing a little bit better. And so we've had time to focus on us a little bit more. And hopefully, again, that's what you'll see today when you get a chance to watch us play.
Yes, ma'am. One last question I'd like to ask a player that doesn't get highlighted as much in the stat sheets or in the news reports, but you have Lauren Taylor, you have Jasmine Stanley, you have Kiana Lee, you have players like that who can score in bunches, but nobody really talks about a player like been a defensive anchor that
Right.
that people really aren't paying attention to. She had 4 steals the other game, but she can also score a lot of
Right.
points as well. How impressed have you been with her in her first year on the court?
Yeah, Trinity has honestly, she's met expectations, and that's hard. Trinity came out as an all-state guard out of South Point High School. She came in with a really heralded class with Kiana Lee as a 4A Player of the Year and Jada Richards All-Region in the Atlanta area. But she got hurt. Trinity got hurt her senior year, and we had to make a tough decision. She didn't get released until late last season, coming back from a knee injury. But we knew how good this kid was, right? And we knew what our expectations were for her. We thought when we were fortunate enough to get her that she probably represented the most well-rounded of the freshmen that we brought in that year in terms of her ability to play on both sides of the ball. She comes from a really good high school program, back-to-back state runner-ups in 4A for each of her, I think, sophomore and junior seasons. And they defend. And so we knew coming in that Trinity was somebody that had the ability to defend, but we also knew that you're not all state just because you're really good on defense, that she could fill it up. She could shoot the three, she could put the ball on the floor. She actually represents something that we said we needed, that we knew we didn't have to go out and find last year, which is a guard who can play both ways, play both sides of the basketball, but also we call them those kids that can just go get a bucket. And that's kind of what Trinity is. She's that kid that when the shot clock is running down, she and Kiana both kind of represent that kid that can put the ball on the floor, she can shoot it mid-range, she can get all the way to the rim and draw a foul. She adds a lot to our team, and I think you nailed it. She's not getting a lot of airtime right now, but it's coming. She's a redshirt freshman. People are going to see her in our program for the next 3 years, and that role is going to expand as she gets more and more comfortable. When I think about the fact that she is only 18 games into her college career, we just know that bodes really well for how good she's going to be before this whole thing is over with.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Well, again, good luck to you and your squad against Lees-McRae today, and thanks for sitting down with us.
Thanks a lot, Alice.
Well, good afternoon, Patriots sports fans, and welcome here to the Smith Center on the lovely campus of Francis Marion University, where we've got doubleheader basketball action coming your way this afternoon, where both the women's and the men's team take on the Lees-McRae College Bobcats. Let's take a look at our matchup starting in just a couple of moments. We've got our women's team who is riding a phenomenal 10-game winning streak. Their last loss coming on December 3rd, almost 2 months of victories, where they lost to Belmont Abbey by a score of 64-71, and that was right here in this building. The Patriots have not lost since then, and 9 of the 10 victories have been conference victories. The only other non-conference game was January 2nd against J.C. Smith, where the Patriots had one of their closest margins of victory in that game by a score of 72-67. Most of these games have been dominated by our Patriots, winning by double digits. So that 10-game win streak is huge. Patriots looking to make it an 11-game win streak. Patriots coming in with a record of 12-6. They are 10-2 in Conference Carolina. Lees-McRae coming in 1-16 overall, 0-12 in the Conference Carolina play. Now, on paper, that looks very good for the Patriots, but this, to me, feels like a little bit of a trap game. I hope the Patriots can stay focused and take care of business here on this lovely, crisp, bright Saturday afternoon in Florence, South Carolina. If you look at the Patriots basketball squad, we're going to have 2 people on the offensive end I think you should really take a gander at. First of all, we've got number 32, Lauren Taylor. She comes in averaging over 16 points a game, does a huge amount of damage on the interior. She is 5'11", junior out of Blythewood, South Carolina, and she bangs inside with the best of them. We also have Kiana Lee. She's another double-digit average score for our Patriots. She comes in averaging exactly 13 points per ball game, and she'll do it from the inside, the outside. She's a slasher. She can get to the hoop. So from the offensive perspective, take a look at those young ladies, and they're going to produce a great deal of the percentage of the points here for our Patriots. Also, we've got Jasmine Staley, who is not a stranger to the offensive end, but she is a very long and lean, quick player, and she does a lot of defensive things for us. A great rebounder, gets a lot of steals by getting that length out there and getting into our passing lanes. Now, the Patriots lead this all-time series from the folks from Banner Elk, North Carolina, by a 3-2 margin, and we're hoping to push that to a 4-2 record against Lees-McRae once this afternoon is over. Let's quickly now take a look at some starting lineups. I think they'll be playing the promo video for our Patriots coming up in just a little bit, when we may take just a hair of a pause, but we'll talk about Lees-McRae right now. Once again, they come in 1-16 overall this season, 0-12 in the conference. First of all, we've got a 5'5" freshman guard from Chesapeake, Virginia, number 1, Sandra Mason. We also have a 5'10" senior guard from Goldsboro, North Carolina, number 4, Jayla Holloman. A 5'10" junior forward from San Antonio, Texas, number 3, Jasonia Burleson. Playing forward, a 5'11" senior from Lincolnton, North Carolina, number 10, Olivia King. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Bobcats, we have a 6' senior forward from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 20, Ariana Lazaraga. The head coach of the Bobcats is Keith Jennings, and his assistant coach is Malika Myers. Patriots are coming in with only 2 conference losses. They are 10-2 in Conference Carolinas. That puts them 3rd behind UNC Pembroke, only a half a game behind them, and 2 games behind Belmont Abbey. And once again, Belmont Abbey was the last team that the Patriots lost to almost 2 months ago. So the Patriots have found themselves, don't want to put the cart before the horse, but they find themselves solidly in the top part of Conference Carolina, and they're trying to see if they can't finish strong and build on their seed for the Conference Carolina tournament. So we've got the Patriots. They've got their promo video playing. We'll take a look at those starting lineups right now. The Patriots coming in 12-6 overall on the season, 10-2 in Conference Carolina. First of all, running the point for the Patriots, a 5'5" junior guard from Goose Creek, South Carolina, number 11, Anaya Oliver. Playing guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Douglasville, Georgia, number 20, Jada Richards. In the middle, you'll see a 6'1" senior center from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, number 22, Jasmine Staley. Our second leading scorer on the squad at 5'7", a sophomore guard from North Augusta, South Carolina, number 25, Kiana Lee. And then another one of our interior players, forward center, a 5'11" junior from Blythewood, South Carolina, number 32, Lauren Taylor. The head coach for the Patriots, and absolutely one of my favorite people on campus, is head coach Jerry Porter. Her assistant coaches are Jeanette Walker and Ryan McGee, and athletic trainer is the fabulous Haley Black. So the Patriots are going to take those starting 5 out on the floor to start out these 4 quarters of play. The Patriots have done most of their offensive damage in the first and second period. If you just look at the totals, Francis Marion has 375 total points in the first quarter, 376 in the second quarter, They have 246 in the third quarter and 263 in the fourth quarter. So there's a significant drop-off in the second half. But as much as there's the drop-off in the point production by the Patriots, their defense really starts to step it up in the second half as well. So if you look at the third quarter, the Patriots have scored 246 points this year, only giving up 195, and it's 263 in the fourth quarter, only giving up 215 points. So our Patriots are coming out to the circle for the opening toss. Patriots wearing their traditional home whites. They've got blue numbers, blue letters with red piping, stripes down the side. Lees-McRae coming in with their away forest greens. They've got yellow letters and numbers with white piping and a little bit of gold trim on the shorts. In the middle for the Patriots, we're going to see Jasmine Stanley, and she easily collects that going up against Lizarraga. Oliver has it, top of the key. Patriots set up. Zone defense by the Bobcats. Skip pass, three-pointer left side. Bounces around, no good. Taylor comes away with a board, and she knocks it down. So Lauren Taylor with her first rebound and first bucket of the ball game. Patriots go up 2-0. Mason has it deep on the wing. Three-pointer right side. Air ball by Holloman, and it goes out of bounds. It will be Patriots ball. Richards will inbound the ball for the Patriots. Oliver. Full court pressure. Little zone trap by the Bobcats. Give the Patriots a little bit of trouble, but they get it across the timeline and set up their offense with under 20 to go on the shot clock. Richards, three-pointer left side. Shotzi, she knocks it down. Patriots now up 5-0 early here in this first period of play. Holloman between the circles. To the elbow. Ariana throws the ball away. Oliver has it. She gets in, can't get it to go down. Good defense in transition by the Bobcats that time. They storm back the other direction. Burleson kicks it inside. King has it, has to go back outside, and the Bobcats reset. A nice inside up and under move by Jayla Holloman, and the Bobcats are on the board. Zone defense again applied by the Bobcats. Jada gets it in to the shoulder. Taylor over to Stanley. Nice pass by Lauren Taylor and a good finish by number 22, Jasmine Stanley. Holloman sets up the offense. Lizarraga, nice backdoor cut, but it was sniffed out by Stanley. She gets it to Oliver, and Oliver takes it coast to coast. Easy transition basket. Bobcats did get some defenders down the floor, but a good slashing move and finish that time by Anaya. Three-pointer right side, buried that time by number 1, Sandra Mason. Again, that pressure, no trouble for the Patriots. Richards deep on the left wing. Patiently moving around. Open shot on the right side. Oliver drives in, though. Can't get it to go down. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line. That's going to be on number 3, Jasonia Burleson.
Lees-McRae, number 20, Ariana Lizarraga.
I'm sorry, I got that one wrong. It was on Ariana Lizarraga.
And the line for the Patriots, number 11, Anaya Oliver.
Oliver is a 79% free throw shooter on the season. Puts it off the front iron, no good. Second opportunity coming up. Nia does a very good job running this offense for the Patriots. Holloman, 17 on the shot clock. Drives down that right side, kicks it out. And gets the ball back for a three. Front iron, no good. The Bobcats get the rebound inside. And the finish by Aurora Roberts, who just came in the ball game at the last dead ball when Oliver took her free throws. Richards deep on the left wing, makes a move. Goes baseline, kicks it back outside. Stolen away that time by King. Transition basket attempt, no good. They go over the top. Taylor's there all by herself, and she finishes easily. And Lauren Taylor with 4 points on the afternoon. Bobcats taking their time. Under 15 on the shot clock now. Holloman gets it to the mid-range, tries to go inside, stolen again once again by the Patriots. They quickly move the ball to the floor. Richards has it, free throw, kicks it out. And a teardrop by Kiana Lee. A soft shot with the right hand as she was going down the baseline, and Lee picks up her first basket of this afternoon, and the Patriots find themselves up by 7 points with just over 5 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Step back three by Mason, no good. Taylor comes away with it, and she falls down on the rebound attempt and is going to be called for travel. That's going to stop the clock and send us to a media timeout. So with 4:55 to go in this first quarter of play, Patriots find themselves up 14-7. Bobcats have the ball when we come back after this message. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
I must get the dew. Cut! He's hypnotized again! Do the dew.
Here we are back at the Smith Center. Patriots doing a very good job early on in this ball game of controlling what they want to do offensively. They've taken a couple of shots from distance and have knocked down a three, but they're definitely not settling for the outside shot. Constantly trying to pound and work on that inside and getting some really good, easy opportunities close to the basket. Bobcats inbound the ball. A little bit of trouble, and Richards steals the inbounds pass, and the Patriots with another steal. Inside, Taylor drives up strong. She's going to get called with the offensive foul. Good defense that time by Logan Dudka. She got really good position, and Lauren Taylor, when she gets that ball in the paint and turns around, drops the shoulder, she's hard to stop, and if you can get the position on her, you can draw those offensive fouls, as they did there. Roberts gets it to the left elbow, can't get it to go down, and Lee comes away with the rebound. She pushes it up to Richards. Taylor inside. She gets fouled on the way up. Looks like she's just a little bit disappointed that she didn't get the ball a little further up on the glass. I think she was trying to find that and one opportunity.
Patriots, number 32, Florence Taylor.
The foul was on Logan Dudka, number 23, her first personal foul. Team second, and Taylor knocks down the first of 2 free throws, extending that Patriot lead to 8. Second free throw, back irons it, and the Bobcats come away with the board. Patriots now applying a little bit of full court pressure. Inside, Mason fouled. They're going to call Anaya Oliver. I don't think Coach Porter likes that, and I know the fans behind me had issue with that call. But that actually put Mason on the line, and Mason knocks down the first one, cuts that Patriot lead back down to 7. Mason, a 65% free throw shooter on the season, knocks down both of those attempts. Lee has it, top of the key, over to Adams, who came in the ball game just a moment ago. Skip past Oliver. She settles things back down. Richards, right side 3, no good. Lee goes for it and knocks it off of, it looks like, number 2, Maya Lewis. But the ball will be Patriots' possession. 20 on the shot clock. Richards will inbound it under her own basket. Lee has it, pump fakes. Gets it inside, takes the mid-range jumper and buries it. Sweet shot from about 10, 12 feet on that left baseline for Lee. She picks up her second basket of the afternoon. Roberts for the Bobcats. Drives inside, ball tipped away. Patriots with another steal. Oliver deep on the right wing. Gets it to Adams, who goes baseline, up and under, and it gets stripped out of her hand, off her knee. Nice move by Adams, but good, quick hands by somebody in the interior. I couldn't tell which one of the Bobcats got a hand in there and knocked that possession away. Patriots trying to put some legitimate full court pressure on. Bobcats do a good job of breaking it up. A step back 3 missed by Mason. Patriots come away with the board, and Adams trots it up the floor. Taylor sets a little bit of a screen. Adams drives in, and a nice little reverse scoop shot. And Adams finds the net the first time. And Adams, very athletic, very long defender, gets her hand on that one, knocks it out. It will stay with the Bobcats. Jayla Holloman, number 4, checks back in for the Bobcats. And number 21, Janiah Haygood, in for the Patriots. Triple teamed on the baseline. It gets down to the... We're going to have a jump ball on Kiana Lee and Roberts, and so that's going to stay with the Bobcats. The fans being very vocal about that jump ball, alternating possession call. But the Bobcats have it. They inbound it. Patriots with a 10-point lead. 2:30 to go here in this first quarter of play. Roberts kicks it over to Holloman. Right side 3. Rattles around, no good. Lauren Taylor comes away with a rebound for the Patriots, and Oliver pushes it up the floor. Bobcats easily get back on defense. Lee with another teardrop, and she knocks it down as she hits the deck. And now Kiana Lee with 6 points leads all scorers here in this first quarter. Holloman breaks the pressure, gets inside, and ball's poked away by Taylor, I believe. So it will stay with the Bobcats. You'll have Logan for the Bobcats inbounds it under her own basket, gets it in, and Holloman resets with 15 on the shot clock. Three-pointer by Spence, no good. Adams comes away with a rebound over the top to Oliver. Patriots putting a lot of pressure on that Bobcat defense after a missed shot. They're looking to get the ball up the floor very quickly. Taylor gets it to the block, kicks it back outside. Adams has it. She goes baseline and went to get it kicked back out to Lauren Taylor in good position, but she gets fouled on that baseline. That's going to be on number 23, Logan Dutka. We're going to see Malia Owens in for the Patriots and Jasmine Stanley back in for the Patriots as well. That foul was the second personal foul on Dutka and the team's third. A couple more substitutions for the Bobcats. We're going to see Lizarraga back in the ball game. And Lewis back in the ball game for the Bobcats. Lewis takes a three right side, and she rattles it home. So big basket for the Bobcats to stop this little run by the Patriots and get back within single digits. Patriots up by 9, under a minute to go here. First quarter of play. Lee gets it inside. Ball fumbled around. Unfortunately, Haygood could not quite handle that pass inside. Turnover goes to the Bobcats. 17 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. And another turnover. One second separating shot clock and game clock. Adams has it, top of the key. Patriots might be looking for the last shot. Lee goes baseline and then can't get the finger roll to go, but Haygood gets it. 8 seconds to go. Adams for three right side. Shotzi, she knocks it down with 2 seconds to go. And the Patriots end on a high note on that first quarter of play. 24-12, doubling up the Bobcats here in the first quarter. Good execution and very, very tight defense by the Patriots right here. We're going to go ahead and take another break. This is Hubert Setzler on the Patriots Sports Network. We'll be back after these messages.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Tigerville has become Titletown.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas. Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched.
Due to the jump ball called in that first quarter, Patriots will get possession here in the second. Solid first quarter by the Patriots. They were 10 of 15 from the floor, 67%. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Patriots. They were 2 of 4 from long distance and 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. So a good offensive output by the Patriots. But in addition to that offensive output, they were really solid defensively. Haygood drives in and knocks it down, and the Patriots find themselves up by 14 points. They forced 6 turnovers in that first quarter of play. They were a little bit loose with the ball themselves, giving up 5 turnovers, but they did a great job of turning the ball over. Patriots dominating the glass, 10 rebounds to 4. So a really good, solid opening frame for the Patriots against this Bobcat team. Three-pointer, right side, no good by the Bobcats. They get the inbounds on the inside. And then we're going to have a foul on the right elbow. We'll see Holloman go to the line. They're going to call Trinity Adams, number 1 for the Patriots, with that personal foul. That's her first personal foul, team's first here early on in this second quarter. Holloman is a 59% free throw shooter, and she rattles the first one home. The Bobcats were 4 of 12 from the floor in the first quarter, only 33%. But they were and still are perfect from the charity stripe. They were 2 for 2 in the first quarter, and now they are 2 for 2 here in the second quarter. Holloman gets it outside to Adams, who knocked down that three-pointer. She got a little excited as she got the ball trying to make a quick move. She traveled. Turnover goes to the Bobcats. Holloman between the circles. Ball's tipped away, and Adams comes away with the turnover for the Patriots. Lee between the circles gets it over to Owens, who resets. Patriots finally get inside that zone, but kick it back outside. Holloman drives in, kicks it out. Lee thought about a three. Goes in strong. She gets fouled. It looks like it might be on Tylen Smith, number 31, but we'll look for the call here from the official. No, they're going to call that. They did call it on number 31. 2 shots. That's going to put Lee on the line. Lee is an 85% free throw shooter, and she knocks down the first one. The second attempt coming up. Could double up the Bobcats, and they do. 28-14 is our score. Just over a minute and a half gone in the second quarter of play. Mason now is setting up the offense for the Bobcats. Gets a screen at the right elbow. Tried to do the pick and roll, could not get it inside, and Lee gets behind the defense, and a one-handed fast break layup. And Kiana leads all scorers with 10 points. One of the things, the Patriots, as I was just going to compliment them on their defense this year, Holloman got lost, and she was found by one of her teammates for a wide open layup underneath. Little miscommunication that time by the Patriots. But what I was going to say, the Patriots, Jasmine Stanley just could not get it to go down, but Adams comes away with it. Lee, top of the key. Patriots reset. Jasmine takes the mid-range. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Burleson. The Patriots are solid defensively at every single position this year. And another turnover to the Patriots. They get it up to Haygood, and Haygood can't quite get around Mason, who did a good job of getting back in transition, causing the turnover. We've got some wholesale substitutions by the Patriots. Let's see who they've got coming in. We've got Oliver checking back in for the Patriots. Looks like Richards is in there as well, and we're seeing number 3, Alexis Sexton, in for the first time. And this afternoon, Lauren Taylor back in as well. And there was a foul about 20 feet from the basket. Olivia King went down. Looks like she hurt her ankle a little bit. Kiana Lee connected with her. She's up, still looking a little bit worse for wear, wincing in pain. They're going to get her off the floor and take a look at that. We're going to see Ariana Lizarraga check back in for the Bobcats. That's Lee's first personal foul, team's second here in this second quarter. Goosey goes inside, and Ariana just can't get it to go down. Patriots come away with the defensive glass, and the Patriots, Richards turns it right back over. Mason has it now. It's one-on-one, and she got Lee turned around, and nice finish that time by the Bobcats, cutting the Patriots' lead down to 12. Inside, Taylor has it. She spins, goes up strong. Looked like some pretty good defense that time by number 31, Tylen Smith, but she got Taylor on the wrist, and Lauren's going to go to the line. She'll shoot a pair. She puts it off the side iron, no good. She's right there under 80%, but she's missed a couple of free throws today. She buries that one, ekes it over the front of the rim. Patriots up by 13. 6:07 to go in this first half. Mason looking to get it over to Holloman. Patriots denying that. They go inside. Tylen has it and then backs it back out. Holloman takes a contested three. Patriots can't get the rebound, and Mason once again takes the garbage and cleans it up. Richards drives to the left side, rattles around, no good. Looks like they're calling a foul on the inside. Richards will go to the line. She'll shoot a pair. That foul's on Jasonia Burleson. That's her first personal foul, the team's third. Richards buries that first one. She's a 65% free throw shooter. She'll get another attempt, see if she can't build on this Patriots 12-point lead. 5:30 to go in the first half. Second free throw's up. Nothing but the bottom of the net there for Jada. Patriots, a little bit of token pressure, and then they back off. Holloman deep on the right wing. She gets it to the right elbow, rattles around, no good, and Lee comes away with the rebound. The Bobcats were fighting for it, just could not wrestle it away from Kiana. Sexton drives in, puts it off the knee, gets it to Taylor. Wasn't the prettiest play I've ever seen, but Sexton did a good job of staying with that fumbled ball, got it over to Lauren Taylor, and when she gets it in that position, it's all but over. Patriots with their largest lead, 15 points, 35-20. Holloman goes down that right side. Once again, ball gets tapped, kicks outside. Ariana tried the three, no good. Mason buries the three on the right side. So Patriots just could not clean up the defensive glass on that trip, and the Bobcats make them pay with a three-pointer. So that's going to take us to a media timeout with 4:26 to go in the first half. Patriots up by a score of 35-23. This is the Patriot Sports Network.
Honey, it's your turn.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Back here at the Smith Center, where the Patriots are enjoying a 12-point lead, have been up by as many as 15. The Bobcats doing a very good job here in the second quarter of getting some offensive rebounds and second chance points. Their shooting percentage hasn't gone up that much. Taylor for three, left side, Shotzi, she knocks it down. But because of their second chance opportunities, they've knocked down some baskets here in this second quarter. Patriots once again up by 15. Mason has it deep on the right wing, under 10 on the shot clock, and she turns the ball over. Lauren Taylor with the steal, and the Patriots come back the other way. Richards looking for Stanley inside, gets it to Sexton. The Patriots reset. 13 on the shot clock. Oliver drives into the lane, goes up strong with the right hand and finishes. Nice strong drive and tough finish that time by Oliver.
Score the basket. Out from Lees-McRae, number 15, Aurora Roberts. Substitution for Lees-McRae.
Roberts with the foul on Richard's steal. So Richards will go to the line. She knocks down the and one opportunity. And the Patriots now with their largest lead of 20 points in this ball game. 3:12 to go in the first half. Ball's tipped away, but corralled by Lewis. Mason has it now. She backs it up. 12 on the shot clock. Looking for a clear out on that left side. And deep two that time by number 22, Diana Spence. Richards, top of the key. Sexton for three. And there's a collision outside with Spence. Ball goes inside. The pass was just a little bit too strong for Ariana, and the Patriots come away with the turnover. A circus shot that time, and Stanley does a fantastic job staying with it and keeping it alive, and the Patriots maintain possession, but there are only 13 seconds on the shot clock. Oliver gets it to Taylor on the right elbow. Back outside. 6 on the shot clock. Richards tries to get some space. Sexton, step back three. And they called her for, looks like she stepped out of bounds or either traveled, unfortunately, as she buried the three. That does not count. Jayla Holloman checks back in for the Bobcats. And Trinity Adams back in. along with Kiana Lee for the Patriots. Under 2 minutes now to go in the first half. Holloman works that dribble, tries to go inside. Sexton tried to pull the charge. So did Taylor. Holloman wasn't having it on either call. So Alexa Sexton picks up her first personal foul. Team's third. And Holloman shooting 59%. Interesting foul shooting position. She's way over on the left side of the free throw line. You can see that on the TV. It's just really fascinating. Occasionally some folks don't set up in the center, or they'll go actually a little bit deeper than the free throw line. Seems to work for her. She is 2 for 2 from that spot. And the Bobcats are still perfect from the free throw line today. Zone trap. Patriots easily beat it down, and Adams comes away with it. Inside. Taylor gets it knocked away, and looks like they're going to get number 23, Logan Dudka, as she came through Lauren to knock that ball away. I thought it was pretty good defense, but the officials were right on top of it, and I'll take the call. Taylor gets a free throw opportunity, and she knocks it down. 5 fouls give the double bonus per quarter in women's basketball. They changed that rule just 2 or 3 years ago. I believe 3 years ago when they went to the quarters. Holloman pushes through the full court pressure by the Patriots. And then step backs for the three. Can't get it to go down. And Adams corrals the defensive glass for the Patriots. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Inside. Taylor has it on the right elbow. She ducks her shoulder, goes up strong. That time, really good defense by Dudka. Kiana Lee almost tracked down the offensive board. Can't get it. And it will be Bobcats ball. Mason will check back in for the Bobcats. 14 seconds is going to separate the shot clock and the game clock. Holloman drives down the right side, goes into Sexton, and they're going to call a charge that time as Alexa Sexton player control foul, so we're not going to see any free throws on that particular foul, but Sexton did a great job of getting outside of the circles, getting her position, and Holloman, not a huge amount of contact, but enough contact to adjust the play, and she gets called for the offensive foul. Of half a second separates shot clock, game clock. Richards for three. She gets fouled outside the three-point line, and we're going to see Miss Richards with 14.9 seconds to go in the first half. She'll get 3 free throws. The foul was on Mason. And she buries the first one. That's only the first personal foul on Sandra Mason, number 1 for the Bobcats. Second free throw's up, and that one's good as well. Back iron, no good. So Richards has had 5 points in the last 3 possessions for the Patriots. A 3-point free throw shooting contest and an and one. And three-pointer on the right side. Nice knockdown by Logan, number 23. And the Bobcats end on a positive note, pulling that deficit down to 17, but the Patriots had a really good half of basketball. 47-30 is our halftime score. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see if we can't get some halftime statistics in just a moment. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, McLeod Health has stood shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all the communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare resource, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire McLeod family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Francis Marion University provided me opportunity in basketball and education. After graduation, I played professionally and started my own business. Today, I'm an assistant admissions director helping the next generation of Patriots. Because an education at Francis Marion opens doors to a world of opportunities.
Honey, it's your turn.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
You have a great look. Let me just tell you that. I know you don't know me yet, but I want to work with you.
I'll get a picture real quick.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Just once more, and you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so.
It is halftime here at the Smith Center on the lovely campus of Francis Marion University. A couple of announcements before we get into those halftime statistics. Just a reminder, both Francis Marion's basketball teams will be on the road next week, playing Shawan University on Wednesday night and at Belmont Abbey College on Saturday afternoon. The next home games for FMU will be Saturday, February 11th against Emmanuel College, and that will be women's game tip-off at 2 p.m., men's tip-off around 4 p.m. after that women's game. Also, season tickets for baseball and softball are now available. One of my favorite places on campus is right above the women's dugout on the softball field and right above the men's dugout on the baseball field in this spring semester. I go out there, I grade papers, eat peanuts, and have a great time watching our student athletes play ball. So those season tickets for both baseball and softball are available. Go to www.fmupatriots.com and click on tickets to order your preseason tickets today. Baseball and softball teams will open on the road next weekend while FMU tennis teams will play in the City of Florence Invitational at the Dr. Eddie Floyd Florence Tennis Center on Friday, Saturday, February 3rd and 4th. Keep up with all Patriot sports action online at www.fmupatriots.com and through social media at FMU Sports. On social media posts, FMU fans are encouraged to use the hashtag Swamp'em and GoPatsGo. Finally, support FMU athletics by joining the Swamp Fox Club. For more information, visit our website at www.fmupatriots.com or call 843-661-1240. Once again, if you want to give them a call and join the Swamp Fox Club, that number is 843-661-1240. All right, now let's take a look at our first half stats. Lees-McRae College came away with 30 points. They were 10 of 25 from the floor. That's 40%. They were 4 of 11 from downtown. 36%, not bad. And they were perfect from the free throw line, 6 out of 6. They had 6 assists on those 10 field goals, but they did have 13 turnovers. They had 3 steals and 12 rebounds. 5 of those were offensive, most of them coming in that second period, giving them second chance points opportunities. Leading the way for Lees-McRae, we've got number 1 Sandra Mason with 12 points and Jayla Hollivan with 8 points of her own. Now let's take a look and see what the Patriots did in that first half. They've got that 17-point lead, 47 points on 16 of 21 from the floor. That's a fantastic shooting percentage of 62%. They were 50% from downtown, 3 of 6. And then they actually took 12 free throws in that second period, that second quarter, taking their total of 12 out of 16, 75% from the charity stripe, and that's how we got our 47 points. We also distributed the ball very well, 10 assists on those 16 field goals. We did have 9 turnovers, but we had 12 big steals. 15 rebounds for the Patriots. They dominated the first quarter, and then the Bobcats seemed to figure it out a little bit, and they came back and did a wonderful job making adjustments and getting on not only the offensive but the defensive glass for the Bobcats. So the Patriots are edging them a little bit on the rebounds. Scoring leaders for the Patriots, we've got Lauren Taylor with 13 points. Jada Richards and Kiana Lee both have 10 points apiece. Richards got 5 of those 10 points in the last minute and a half of that second quarter. She was a huge offensive machine right there at the end. The Patriots are leading points off of turnovers, 18-4. They're dominating points in the paint, 20-10. Second chance points are going the way of the Bobcats. They're doing a good job and being very scrappy on the offensive glass. 9 second chance points for the Bobcats, 7 for the Patriots. Fast break, Patriots 9-2. And bench scoring also going to the Bobcats, 10-7. So the Patriots had a very, very solid first half of play. Just looking at the statistics there, it's pretty impressive. And they just need to keep that focus and keep pushing that way, and I think we might be able to get out of here with a victory and possibly extending that winning streak. But we're not going to put, again, the cart before the horse. We'll see what plays out here in the second half. I'd like to just mention and thank our sponsors. Our sponsors for the Patriots are Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Ken Jackson and Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Raines Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Courtyard by Marriott Comfort Inn, and Hyatt Place, King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, Quincy's Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC Arby's, Waffle House, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, McCall Supply Incorporated, Western Sizzlin Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. We are about 5.5 minutes away from second half action. Women up by 17. We'll see how this turns out in just a little bit. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll come back with about a minute before second half basketball action. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Where can you find Francis Marion University? Are we at our ever-expanding main campus? Or at the new Freshwater Ecology Center? In our theaters, galleries, and classrooms in downtown Florence? Or with the growing list of partners throughout the state? We're all of those places. And we're with every one of our 26,000 graduates. Francis Marion University. We're everywhere.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
In life, we learn so much depends on the choices we make. And when it comes to healthcare, one name stands above all others: McLeod Health. With its team of superb specialists, advanced technologies, and deeply committed professionals, McLeod is here for you. No matter what medical challenge you might face, you can count on McLeod to help you make the most of this blessing we call life.
Dude, fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Tigerville has become Titletown.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, McLeod Health has stood shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all the communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare resource, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire McLeod family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
Here we are back at the Smith Center. We are just about ready for second half action, and here we go right in front of the communications table. The Bobcats started off. Step back, one-legged three, no good. Ball bounces around. It will last touch one of the Bobcats. Patriots have possession. On the floor for the Patriots, we're going to have our starting lineup of Oliver, Lee, Richards, Stanley, and Lauren Taylor, who gets the ball inside, goes up strong and finishes. So the Patriots have been focusing on getting the ball inside, and another lost player by the Bobcats and couldn't quite finish, but the Patriots lost one of the Bobcats. The Bobcats did get the offensive rebound, kicked it outside to Mason, and she made the Patriots pay with a deep three. But the Patriots once again working that ball, trying to get it inside. High shot percentage. They get it into Stanley, and a nice and one opportunity as Jasmine Stanley gets the great pass inside by Taylor. Ariana Lizarraga, number 20, picks up her second personal foul. And Jasmine, who shoots at a 70% clip, goes to see if she can't get three the old-fashioned way. And it rattles around no good. Patriots up by 18. Tough defense and pound the ball inside, and I think the Patriots will accomplish what they were setting out to do today. Mason with 10 on the shot clock, sets up. She takes a step back three, short, and Lee comes away with it. Bobcats hurry back on defense. Oliver slows it down. Lee gets it into the paint, kicks it out. Three-pointer for Taylor. Shotzi, she knocks it down from deep. If I was any head coach in Conference Carolina, and you see Lauren Taylor, who knocked down her second three-pointer of the day, the way she can work inside and then make you pay outside, what do you do as a coach on trying to contain that? But that did get head coach Keith Jennings off the deck. He calls a timeout. I think it's a 30-second timeout, but the Patriots are over there sitting down. Well, we'll keep it right here anyway, and I'll just repeat a couple of the announcements I did at halftime just to remind us that both Francis Marion basketball teams will be on the road next week playing at Shawan University on Wednesday night and then at Belmont Abbey College on Saturday afternoon. The next home game for Francis Marion will be Saturday, February 11th against Emmanuel College, game starting at 2 and 4. Also, support FMU athletics by joining the Swamp Fox Club. For more information, visit our website at www.fmupatriots.com or call this telephone number. Area code 843-661-1240. So the Patriots now have their largest lead of the game, 21 points. But the Bobcats have an opportunity to cut into that right now. Mason to inbound the ball to Holloman. She has it. And the Bobcats set up their offense. Too high screen. She goes left side. Ariana switches off. Kick outside three from Burleson, and she knocks it down. So the Bobcats do chop into that 21-point lead. Back down to 18. Adams, Lee, Goes baseline, up and under, and she gets it with a reverse layup. It's good sportsmanship, I think, by Lee and Holloman. They were kind of giggling at one another. Almost a turnover. Adams playing some really tight, good defense on Mason. Down to 13 on the shot clock. A couple of high screens. 5, turnaround jumper, high off the glass that time by number 10, Olivia King. She knocks it down. Adams taking her time, 15 on the shot clock. Oliver trying to get inside, she does. Taylor goes up strong with the right hand and finishes easily. And Lauren Taylor now with 20 points, leading all scorers. Sandra Mason with 15 of her own, leading the way for the Bobcats. Holloman picks up the screen, runs into Taylor, though, off one of the Patriots' calves. And turnover goes to Oliver. Almost a kickball, but a little too high up on the leg, I think. Oliver drives in strong, goes up, scoops it, gets fouled, hits the deck. She'll go to the line, though, and she'll shoot a pair. That's going to be number 1, Sandra Mason, her second personal foul, the team's second here in the third quarter. Oliver, also a good free throw shooter for the Patriots, 76% on the season. She knocks the first one down. Patriots back up by 21. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Patriots doing most of their damage this quarter inside, either feeding the inside or driving through the lane. Oliver can't back down the second one. King looking for someone. Holloman and Lee a little bit too aggressive on Holloman, gets the touch foul. Deserved. That's her second personal foul. Team's first. Almost 4 minutes gone in the third. Holloman for 3. Rattles around, no good. Bobcats come away with it again. Second chance opportunities. And then Holloman streaks down that left side of the lane and finished with the left hand. Nice play. Second chance points hurting the Patriots once again. Backdoor cut to Richards, and she finishes. Wonderful pass. Adams on Holloman. Gets the screen. Mason stepped back, couldn't get it. Airballed it out of bounds, and we're going to see a lot of substitutions coming in here. We'll have 22, Diana Spence. Number 2, Maya Lewis. Number 15, Aurora Roberts. And one other person snuck in there. Let's see if I can find where she is. And number 23, Logan Duca. Patriots did have a substitution. We're going to see number 21 back in. Hey, good. And a steal by the Bobcats. Roberts pushes hard for the Bobcats. Logan has it. It looks like they're going to call. I couldn't tell, but it's going to be on Aurora Roberts, an offensive foul. I agree with that. I could have seen it going either way. I really thought it was an offensive foul, but there was a delay in reaction, and Lee does a fantastic job of picking that up. That takes us to a media timeout. Patriots are up by 21, matching their largest lead of the afternoon. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Francis Marion University provided me opportunity in basketball and education. After graduation, I played professionally and started my own business. Today, I'm an assistant admissions director, helping the next generation of Patriots. Because an education at Francis Marion opens doors to a world of opportunities.
Dude. Fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Patriots have started out this third quarter blistering. They are 6 of 7 from the floor. That's 86%. 1 of 1 from downtown. The only blemish is they're 1 of 3 free throw attempts here, and they find themselves up by 21 points with possession. Largest lead of the day is this 21 points. They can build on it right here. Oliver has it deep on the right wing. Adams streaks down the lane, gets it high up off the rim. Can't get it to go down, but she gets an opportunity to shoot some free throws. So Trinity, who is a 66% free throw shooter, will get an opportunity. So number 23, Dutka, has 4 personal fouls, and that's also 4 team fouls as well for the Bobcats. A little bit of foul trouble there, and the Patriots will be shooting free throws to the rest of the way. Adams couldn't get the first one to go down and buries the second one. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. Patriots up by 22, 62-40 is our score. 4:36 to go in the third quarter. Holloman picks up the high screen. They don't need to switch, though. Adams fights through it, gets a hand in the face. I think she might have even got a piece of the shot. And the Patriots come away with the ball. Oliver goes all the way in, coast to coast, and scores. She got a head of steam and just kept on going, and none of the Bobcats were able to stop the ball. And by the time the people deep in the paint saw her, it was too late. She got past them and laid it up with that left hand, pretty as you please. Miscommunication that time by Spence and Holloman. Turnover goes to the Patriots. Largest lead of the ball game, 24 points, 64-40. Adams crosses over, gets into the paint, and she was a little bit out of control. It gets bailed out by one of the Bobcats. I'll have to check and see who it is. It'll be 2 shots for Adams once again. And if it's on number 23, so Logan Dutka has just, I believe, fouled out of the ball game with her 5th personal foul. That's the 5th team foul as well. So Adams back irons it on the first. So Dutka is not coming out of the ball game. That's only her 4th personal foul. And Adams buries the second one. Jada Richards back into the ball game. Adams will get a breather. Holloman gets the ball across the timeline. Richards has to fight through a screen. They switch. They reset that same high screen at the left elbow. Holloman gets the ball stolen away. Kiana Lee has it. It's 2-on-2. Lee goes up, and she got the NBA continuation step on that one, and knocks down the shot. Three-pointer, right side, no good. Stanley comes away with a rebound, gets it over. Could not get it to Richards. Turnover to Holloman. She steps back behind the line, gives it up. And the Patriots giving up a lot of second chance opportunities, but finally corral the defensive glass and move the ball into their offensive end. Inside, Lee has it. She spins, pumps, goes up strong, can't get it to go down, and couldn't get her own rebound, almost did. Bobcats doing a good job of tracking that ball. That was skittering around the paint. And they set up on the offensive side. 15 on the shot clock. Holloman between the circles. Richards D'ing up on her. Holloman had to pull up her dribble. Now Lewis has it. And there was some bumping going on, no foul. And if it hadn't been a steal, it was going to be a shot clock violation. So good defensive set by the Patriots that time. Lee goes in strong, kicks it back outside. Three-pointer, Richards rolls around, no good. And it looks like the ball is going to stay with the Patriots. On the missed three-pointer, substitutions coming in. We're going to see number 1, Sandra Mason once again, and number 15, Aurora Roberts. Richards will inbound the ball for the Patriots. Gets it into Haygood. Owens in the ball game once again for the Patriots. She goes inside, loses the ball, but kicks it outside. Three-pointer, Haygood, no good. And Aurora comes away with a rebound, gets it up to Mason, but the Patriots do a good job in transition, and Mason makes them pay anyway. She backed it out and then attacked the basket down that left baseline and knocks down the layup. Under a minute to go here in the third. Stanley gets it into Haygood, who get deep in but has to come back out. Good defense by the Bobcats. 13 on the shot clock. Stanley back to Owen. Top of the key, Haygood. She moves down the lane, goes up strong, and it's going to be a foul, and this one might be the fifth one on number 23. Nope, they're going to give the foul to Diana Spence, her first personal foul. So Ditka gets another reprieve. Ball rattles around, and Haygood can't knock down the free throw. Patriots have missed quite a few free throws in this particular period after going 10 of 12 in the second quarter. And Haygood knocks down the second one. Patriots up by 26 points now. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Sandra Mason has it. She works on Richards. A lot of traffic right there at the free throw line. It breaks up. Spence goes in strong, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. As the Patriots get into her. That's going to be on number 22, Jasmine Stanley.
At the left of Bobcats, number 22, Diana Spitz.
Diana can't knock down that first one. She's a 77% free throw shooter this season. Second free throw's up, and she knocks that one down. The shot clock is off. Richards for three with 15 to go. It's in and out, no good. And Haygood battles for it, hits the deck, and goes out of bounds. So it will be Bobcat ball. Under 10 seconds to go here. Mason gets it over to Aurora to Spence. Spence to Mason for three. And she rattles it in at the buzzer. And so another little high spot that time for the Bobcats with Mason knocking it down at the buzzer. The Patriots still find themselves up by 22 points going into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and come back with fourth quarter action. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Year after year, with unwavering dedication, McLeod Health has stood shoulder to shoulder with families, friends, and neighbors, bringing healthcare expertise and compassion to all the communities we serve. As the region's most trusted healthcare resource, our physicians are here for you. Our nurses are here for you. The entire McLeod family is here for you. McLeod Health, here for life.
Adams inbounded the ball right in front of me. She gets it into Oliver, and we have started our fourth quarter of play. Patriots up by 22 points. Inside, Lauren Taylor, skip pass out to Richards. Stanley goes inside. Taylor creates some space with the shoulder, and we are going to get the and one. I believe head coach Jenkins wanted the offensive foul there. It's sometimes very difficult to determine offensive foul and defensive foul when you look at the size discrepancy of the two competitors. Taylor can't get it to go down, so the Patriots have missed 6 free throws in the last quarter and a minute. Mason picked up her third personal foul on that inside, and Lauren Taylor gets hit for the foul. And we're going to see number 22, Diana Spence, back on the line. She'll shoot a pair.
Number 22, Diana Spence.
She knocks down the first one. She's now 2 of 3 on the afternoon. And she knocks down that one as well. Right at about her season average. Full court pressure applied in earnest by the Bobcats. Patriots go over the top, and Adams clears the timeline without too much hassle. Oliver, top of the key. Stanley on the right elbow, gets inside. Taylor, and a soft touch and a lot of rim, and that one goes down. Taylor now with 24 points in this ball game. Spence for 3, no good. Patriots battle around, and Adams gets pushed a little bit out of bounds, and so it'll stay with the Bobcats. As I said, Mason, on the strength of that three-pointer at the buzzer in the third quarter, now has 20 points herself for the Bobcats, and she's looking to add to it, and she does right there on the left elbow. 14-footer. 22 points. Richards gets the screen, kicks it back out to Taylor. Taylor thought about another 3. She does take it. This one's a little bit too strong, and the Bobcats let it go out of bounds. Oliver's playing around with Lauren Taylor, saying she was open over on the left baseline. Spence works on Stanley. Gets it over to Dutka. Aurora gets it to the right elbow, and she buries the mid-range jumper. So back-to-back jumpers from either elbow. Richards had to come back and help the Patriots out. That pressure giving the Patriots a little bit of trouble. Inside, Taylor. She goes up strong with the right hand, high off the glass. And Lauren Taylor is just going to will this team to victory. Mason with a deep three, and boy, she buries another one, giving her 25 points. And the Bobcats have knocked down another three. That cuts the Patriot lead down to 19, closest it's been in a while. Adams. Taylor's looking to set up on the block. She gets doubled, and quick hands by Aurora. And Adams with the good transition defense steals the ball away. Patriots now have numbers 4-on-2. They get it to Stanley, and she finishes. Great look by Olivia Oliver. I'm sorry, Anaya Oliver. Anaya with a great look there. Dutka with a great quick play as Aurora Roberts found her quick shot before the Patriots defense could collapse. Another backdoor cut, an easy basket. So Lauren Taylor with a wonderful look, and Adams the beneficiary of that backdoor pass, and she scores easily. Stolen away, Richards has it. She beats everyone down the floor, and the steal in the basket. The Patriots back up by 23, just like that, with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Roberts works on Adams. Roberts makes a quick move, gets down in there. There's a lot of body contact, and she'll go to the line. She'll shoot a pair. It's going to be on Trinity Adams, her second personal foul, team second. Kiana Lee back in for the Pats. Olivia King in for the Bobcats. And number 4, Jayla Holloman. Aurora, rattles that first one around, can't get it to go down. She's a 61% free throw shooter. Second one up, and that one goes down. Anaya gets it over to Richards. Oliver is having a very good game running that Patriots offense. Richards thought about going down the lane. Now she does. She got inside, tried to kick it over to Roberts, but there was too many Bobcats in the way. Mason for three once again. Can't get that one to go down. And Roberts is going to pick up the foul as Lauren Taylor came storming down for the defensive rebound, and she was just a bit aggressive. I like that aggressiveness. Tried to wrestle it away. That's going to be Roberts' third personal foul, team second. So Alexis Sexton back in for the Patriots, and Janiah Haygood, number 21, back in for the Patriots as well. In for the first time. See a new player for the Bobcats. Check that number out. It's number 11, Rachel Leaf. Richards gets stopped by the double team. Then she goes back down. And looks like Leaf is going to get called for the foul. That's going to be her first personal foul. The team's third. Under 5 minutes to go in the ball game now. And that's going to take us to a media timeout. So Patriots up by 22. They'll have possession when we come back after this message. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
This one is for every parent who needs a vacation after getting back from a family vacation. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Where can you find Francis Marion University? Are we at our ever-expanding main campus? Or at the new Freshwater Ecology Center? In our theaters, galleries, and classrooms in downtown Florence? Or with the growing list of partners throughout the state? We're all of those places. And we're with every one of our 26,000 graduates. Francis Marion University. We're everywhere.
4 minutes, 59 seconds to go in this ball game. Patriots up by 22 points. Sexton to inbound the ball. She gets it to Richards for the Patriots deep on that left baseline. Taylor has it now, and the Patriots work it back outside. 12 on the shot clock. Sexton gets it into the paint, goes up strong. It goes high off the glass. She gets fouled from behind. And she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That's going to be on Rachel Leith once again, her second personal foul, the team's fourth. Patriots, again, just like in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, even though we're halfway through, free throws up and good by Sexton. They started off, just till now, they were 6 of 7 from the floor. That's 85, 86%. And Sexton knocks down both of those free throws. So the Patriots lead back to 24. So Patriots pounding that ball inside, getting good looks, high percentage shots, and making the Bobcats pay. Inside, Roberts has it. She turns around, gets tangled up with Richards, and Richards commits the foul. Aurora Roberts will go to the line to shoot a pair. Richards, only her first personal foul, team's third. Side iron, no good. I will say that the rebounding has evened up dramatically. Bobcats with 23 on the game, Patriots with 24. When they had been dominated early in the game in the paint, the Bobcats have done a great job, and it's been really hustle point rebounds. Patriots have had some good position. They've had some of the strength inside, but the Bobcats are determined to get those rebounds, and they've done a great job doing that. Lauren Taylor gets double teamed on the block and almost gets the ball stolen away. Richards has it, goes up with a soft left hand as she drove into the paint. It looked like the Bobcats were going to create a turnover and rip that ball out of Taylor's hand. She was strong enough to control it and break free, got it to Richards, who knew what to do with it. We have a travel by Olivia King. And under 4 minutes to go now. Richards, Lee, Haygood, Taylor, and Sexton on the floor for the Patriots. Richards looks inside, gets it to Taylor, who goes up strong and gets fouled on the arm by number 31, Tylen Smith. She's a 6'1" sophomore from Snellville, Georgia. She matches up well with Lauren Taylor. Taylor to shoot a couple. Rattles the first one in. That one almost spit back out as it was halfway down, but it got the Patriot home rim cooking and went down for add to her numbers. She now has 28 points, having a monster game. Lee comes away with a rebound for the Patriots. Sexton goes over the top to Richards. Back to Sexton. She takes the three. Front iron, no good. Collision in the paint, and Aurora Roberts comes away with it. It's 2-on-1. Roberts gets it to the free throw line and can't convert. Pretty decent defense in transition. Lauren Taylor gets the over-the-top easy pass by Kiana Lee as Lauren hadn't come back on the fast break. And a nice block from behind by Sexton. She goes over the top to Kiana Lee, who gets the easy basket. 2.5 minutes to go. So I believe the Patriots are feeling the victory, up by 31 points now. 90-59 is our score. They're pushing the issue every time they get a hand on the ball. Roberts, top of the key, kicks it over. Smith, front iron, no good, but gets her own rebound as the Patriots couldn't corral it. Pump fake by Olivia, couldn't get it to go down. She gets her own rebound and kicks it out to Holloman. Leaf for three. A little strong on the right side, and we're going to have a timeout for substitutions. Wholesale for the Bobcats. We're going to see Logan back in the ball games, Mason back in, Lewis, and a couple of new players, Stephanie Kusi, number 20, and number 24, McKenna Kersat, in for the Bobcats. On the floor for the Patriots, we've got Haygood, Taylor, Lee, and then Sexton and Owen now running the point for the Patriots. So inside, Taylor can't get it to go down, tries to get her own rebound. It's on the deck. Lee gets it. She gets past the defense. She short arms it, goes back up, can't get it to go down again. And it looks like somebody was out of bounds. I don't think anybody's going to the line. So Coach Porter is over there laughing at the Patriots for missing 3 point-blank shots. Lee for three, right side, Shotzi. She knocks it down. Patriots up by 34. Mason goes inside. Bobcats have a couple of shots. And the three offensive rebounds leads to a three-pointer by Maya Lewis. And Owens brings it back up. Under a minute to go here in the ball game. 93-62 our score. Taylor has it. She works inside and finds Lee. Beautiful look by Taylor. Lee with 21 points on the game. Taylor leads all scores with 30. And Mason goes up strong, too strong off the glass. Sexton has it. And there is a half a second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hope the Patriots just sit on this one. And they'll have to take a shot or take the turnover with that 1 second differential. Inside, Taylor has it. She goes up strong, and she jams it in for 32 points on the night. 6.6 seconds to go in this ball game. Patriots up by 35. Mason deep for three, and she knocked it down. So Mason, at the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, drops a three in. That takes her to 28 points on the night. But the Patriots come away with a huge victory, 32 points against this Lees-McRae Bobcat squad. And that's a big, big victory for the Patriots because that takes them to an 11-game win streak. And so the Patriots will go to 13-6 on the season. Overall, they'll also go 11-2 now, tied with UNC Pembroke for second in Conference Carolina. Lees-McRae will fall to 1-17 on the season, 0-13 in Conference Carolina. So big victory, and the win streak at 11 is still alive for the Patriots. They'll be on the road on Wednesday to Shawan and see if they can't keep that win streak alive. We won at home a couple of months ago. That was November 22nd. We beat Shawan by a score of 72-60, but we will have to go on the road and face them this time. And again, that big away Saturday matchup is going to be something else, because that's going to be the Pats against Belmont Abbey. Belmont Abbey is the last team to beat the Patriots, beating us here by 7 points. Belmont Abbey is also the leader in Conference Carolina with a record of 12-0. So the Patriots 11-2 now. They're a game and a half behind Belmont Abbey, and we are going to face them about 7 days, almost exactly, from now at Belmont Abbey right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, next weekend. So that's going to be a huge game, but we don't need to look forward to that. We've got to take care of business on the road at Shawan and see if we can't come away with a victory there. We would love to have a 12-game winning streak before we get to Belmont Abbey next weekend. All righty, let's take a look at our stats to end up the ball game. We had a final score of 97-65. Patriots with a big win. Let's take a look how Lees-McRae got their 65 points. They were 22 of 57 from the floor, only about 39%. They were 10 of 25 from beyond the arc. Most of that was Mason. She just, especially if there was time running out at any point, she would knock it down. That last three-pointer coming from about 40 or 45 feet. The three-point, they got 10 of 25 from distance, 40%, and 11 of 14, 79% from the charity stripe. One of their big problems they did have this evening, or this afternoon, is they had 22 turnovers. Leading scorer with 28 points was number 1, Sandra Mason. Next was number 4, Jayla Holloman. Also, 29 rebounds for Lees-McRae. The Patriots had 97 points. They got that on 36 of 56, 64% from the floor, 5 of 13, 39% from beyond the arc, and 20 of 30, 67% from the charity stripe. Left a few free throws out there this afternoon. Patriots had 13 turnovers. They had 25 assists on those 36 field goals, and they had 17 steals, 31 overall rebounds for the Patriots. Leading the all scorers with 32 points was Lauren Taylor. Next for the Patriots with 21 was Kiana Lee. 16 points for Jada Richards. 6 points for Jasmine Stanley. 8 points for Aria Oliver. 9 points for Trinity Adams. 3 points for Janiah Haygood. And 2 points for Alexis Sexton. So once again, the Patriots with a huge win to extend their win streak to 11 games. They're now 11-2, a game and a half back in Conference Carolina. Big game coming up on Wednesday for them. Well, we're about 30 minutes away from the men's game. We will take a fairly extended break here, come back with about 5 minutes to go before tip-off, and we will set the stage for this big men's Conference Carolina matchup coming up in about 27 minutes. So once again, congratulations to Coach Porter and all of the Francis Marion women basketball players on a big victory here and continuing with that record-setting win streak. We'll be back in about 25 minutes or so. This is Hubert